EA Sports. It's in the game.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Thomas & Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of welterweight action between Miguel Cotto and Sugar Ray Leonard. Miguel Cotto's on his way to the ring right now, and you can see how excited he is for this one. Lots of confidence. Sugar Ray Leonard's making his way to the ring right now, puffing out his chest, glaring with those eyes, and taking a big stride to his destination of glory.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miguel Cotto. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Sugar Ray Leonard.
All right, guys, remember this. Obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway.
Teddy, most of the fighters that you train throughout your career are guys that could be described as this, guys that really will bring it and are able to do it throughout the whole fight and go the distance. What's the mental makeup of a guy like that?
Confidence. He's been there before. He's sure that he can do it.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Good way to protect the midsection. Gets rid of that body shot. Nice strike after catching one by Sugar Ray Leonard. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Halfway through this round here.
Well, let's talk about the difference between Miguel Cotto, the version that we saw at 140 pounds, and the version that we saw in recent fights at 147 pounds. Because at 140 pounds, he actually started to have some troubles with his chin, and then seemed a little sturdier at 147.
Yeah, you know, it's funny to say that because maybe he was killing himself, weakening himself a little bit to make 140. So even though he stepped up, he was feeling a little stronger. And don't forget, the smaller guy's a little faster. Maybe they were able to find his chin a little more often.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Blocks that uppercut. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Last 10 seconds. This round comes to an end here. Joe Tessitore sitting ringside as always with Teddy Atlas. Love coming to this fight venue. We always have a great time when we come to town, with the exception of having to pay the bill for our entire crew on the night before when they take us out to a steak dinner.
Yeah, you know, they remind me of fighters a little bit. You know, the fighters that we see that have every once in a while, very short arms. You know, these guys.
They don't have the reach.
No,
they can't reach for the wallet.
No, they don't. And I tell you, they would be great on the inside. Really great. I wish I could put them on the inside in the kitchen where I didn't have to take care of them at the table. But great guys.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Blocks that punch. And there he counters back against his opponent.
You know, it's a new day and age, but people should really reflect on the celebrity of Sugar Ray Leonard. There was a long time period in this country where he was undoubtedly one of the biggest superstars, not just in sports, but in all mainstream pop culture.
Yeah, he was. First of all, he had that great smile. He was doing endorsements. He was doing soda commercials, you know. And I think what's interesting about that is that he proved himself to the people. At first, they thought he was just this golden boy, this guy, you know, the sugar man. And he had all this great talent. But then, after the first Iran fight, he showed everybody that he could roll his sleeves up, you know, that he could get down and dirty, that he could be just a regular guy, a guy that you could count on, not just a guy that was privileged with great talent.
A headshot blocked. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Blocks that belt line well. Right back at him with a left hand. SRL getting rid of that punch. Sugar Ray Leonard, of course, it takes something special to carry that Sugar moniker, and he really respects the guy who was the pound-for-pound great.
Oh, yes, he does, Sugar Ray Robinson, and he has talent. And I know this sounds extraordinary, but in the dimensions, in the levels, in the same sort of areas that Sugar Ray Robinson did. And not too many people had that. He has speed, he has power, he's technically solid, and there's something special about this guy. When you get past the bright smile, when you get past the moniker Sugar, there's a pit bulldog there.
And round number 3 is underway. able to get away from that punch, able to block it there. And there he counters back against his opponent. Good way to protect the midsection. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Sugar Ray Leonard.
Use your feet.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Miguel Cotto's Cox is not going to the body at all. He'd be so well served to do it, though, Teddy.
Yeah, but his opponent doesn't want him to. So, you know, he doesn't want to go against what his opponent doesn't want him to do, because his opponent would love him to keep throwing to the head because, you know, he can see those coming. He can move and avoid them. Body shots, you know, your head moves, but your body doesn't.
A lot of things that Miguel Cotto does very well. One of them, he's a good body puncher.
Oh, yes, he is. And that fits in perfectly because he likes to go rounds. He's got a lot of endurance. He's patient. He will attack you in a real steady, patient sort of way. And that body work serves him.
A headshot blocked. Sugar Ray showing defense, able to block that punch. Miguel Cotto's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still, it can get nasty as the fight progresses. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Miguel Cotto, a good block. So the round comes to an end. Joe and Teddy here ringside, and we've been enjoying sitting ringside because, Teddy, I know you have some of your fine guests from the Dr. Theodore Atlas Charitable Foundation with us here tonight.
And they're having a great night, and it's great to have them here. The thing that I want to say is thank you to all the people that help us, help many. They trust us. They allow us to be the middleman to give out the resources where they're needed. Thank you for mentioning Joe, and thank you to all the people that help us do what we do.
Just focus on the fight.
Here we go with the 4th round. Good way to protect the midsection. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, veteran move, counter shot to the head. Showing you some defense there with the block.
Miguel Cotto's career was really like a rocket, shooting right up the rankings with an undefeated record and claiming a 140-pound title in 2004. But had a little bit of trouble maintaining the weight at 140.
Well, he's a monster at that weight. I mean, he was huge. I always wondered how the heck he was able to maintain that weight.
Sugar Ray blocks that punch. "90 seconds to go in round number 4. Miguel Cotto is swelling, will not be what his corner wants to see. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Protecting his head well with his guard. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Able to dismiss that body shot. I don't think that blood's going to be a big deal in terms of his vision. It's on the cheek. He just doesn't want any cut to worsen. Gets rid of that body shot. 10 seconds to go in this round.
Move your head.
We come to the end of the round. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. And looking up at these corners, you can see the cut man obviously getting to work as they do after every round. What makes a great cut man?
Well, he's got to have the right medicines, the right coagulants to stop that. Usually Avitine, thrombin, adrenaline. But the most important thing, Joe, is he has to be calm. He has to be able to identify where that cut is. Maybe there's more than one cut. So you got to be calm enough to see the whole picture, the whole landscape, clean it off, put pressure on it, get that medicine in there, keep your fighter from getting excited. And then you need a fighter who's going to get on his wheels a little bit, give the medicine a chance to work.
Able to cover up that gut. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Miguel Cotto, his cut man, is going to need to be all over this side. The swelling seems to be getting worse.
Well, it's kind of like being a gardener. You have to start getting in there before the weeds come up. You can't wait until the weeds are all over the place and then pull them up. You're going to destroy those beautiful rose bushes. Well, it's the same thing here. You got to get to this eye before the swelling's there. You got to put that end swell, that cold piece of metal, onto that place early on.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Great movement to get away from those punches. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Final 10 seconds of this fifth round. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into him without throwing a punch. You gotta give him a double jab. You're not giving him a double jab. You're only giving him one jab at a time.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. He's showing very good footwork. He's showing fine defensive movement here. But as for the opponent, how do you solve that?
Well, you got to make believe you're a football player. You got to make believe you're a linebacker in football. You go down the line with that running back. You don't go following him around the place. You make sure you move laterally. That's exactly what he's got to do. He's got to cut that ring down, take space away.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6.
Relax. Come on, side to side.
Turn that. Punches in bunches and some serious damage being done.
He's putting them together beautifully.
Sugar Ray blocks that punch.
Side, side.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Throws a counter punch there. Sugar Ray Leonard's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Cotto's showing some real guts here. Hey, this fight was not going his way at all, but somehow he has gathered momentum.
Yeah, he behaved like a fighter. He got through the tough times, and now guess what? Good times in front of him.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th.
Don't stand in front of him. Don't worry about it. Swelling is not. Your jab works good when you use it. You don't use it enough. We'll take care of the swelling. Just focus on the fight and we'll take care of the swelling.
Well, the ability to adapt, so important. Who can make the changes now as we're halfway through this scheduled 12-rounder? blocks away that headshot. SRL getting rid of that punch. Good looking counter punch. And now they're opening up. Both right hands land. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Able to show you his blocking ability. Good counter punch. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
You gotta give me the double jab. You're not giving me the double jab. You're only giving me one jab at a time, okay? You got that? Make your presence known. Assert yourself. Assert your presence.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going. Holy cow! Sugar Ray Leonard's crushed by that, and he is down. Sugar Ray Leonard has to rise up and beat the count. Now he's got himself a little bit of a challenge here.
And now what he's doing, he's going through a CAT scan, an MRI, an X-ray, where you're going to get a chance to see what's inside Sugar Ray Leonard.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Very accurate work with the hook there after fine defense. Good looking counter punch. Leonard blocks that punch. A good block. Back and forth action. They're going at it. We're just halfway through this round, and this round feels like an epic. Way to block there. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing.
Get on that now. All right. Let's work on that cut. It's nothing. The cut's nothing. Don't worry about it. Get the compress on. Get the compress on this. Let's work on the swelling. Can we work on the...
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now, look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
Miguel Cotto, a good block. Leonard blocks that punch. Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Fine fundamentals, good counter punch. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Blocks away that headshot. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Able to cover up that gut. Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. And now they're trading blows. Miguel Cotto's eye is nearly swollen shut here, Teddy. This thing gets much worse. He's not going to be able to defend himself properly.
No, it is up to his opponent in his opponent's corner to throw the punches that can take advantage of that. The right hands.
We could see a stoppage here. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Nice strike after catching one by Sugar Ray Leonard. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing. A small cut. Nothing to worry about. Listen, I want you to pick his jab. That's right. Pick his jab. When he throws the jab.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Good way to protect the midsection. Good defensive skill. He returns the favor with an uppercut. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Able to counter that attack. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Obviously, what his opponent has done here is the reason that cut is in the shape that it's in. So if you're him, just keep doing what you're doing?
Yes and no, Joe. Of course, it's easy to say, yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
There it is! Miguel Cotto's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned.
Come on now, guys. Keep busy. Come on.
Good block. Nice strike after catching one by Miguel Cotto. Blocks that punch. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
All right. Let's work on that cut. Get on that. Get on that.
Fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Miguel Cotto, a good block. Good way to protect the midsection. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Good job staying away from the danger there. What a fight. What a great, non-stop action fight this has been. To go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh boy, what a round. Takes one but gives one. Good work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Miguel Cotto. Parries that punch away. Good looking right hand after he got hit.
You got it in you, champ. Okay. You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep it up, all right? Very good. Very good. You want to win? You work too hard for this. Go out and throw some punches. Then we're going to cut it. Nothing.
And this is the final round. 12 rounds going at you. And this is the final round. Round number 12 coming at you. Good looking counter punch. And just as we anticipated, toe-to-toe right from the start.
No introductions necessary.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. A headshot blocked. Leonard blocks that punch.
Lead him to the punch.
Blocks that belt line well. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Miguel Cotto. Good block. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Cotto showing some defense with the block. Unable to score with the hook. Cotto's, Teddy, this has got to drive his trainer crazy because he's leaving himself wide open with these sweeping shots.
Well, you talk about that old saying, leaving the barn door open, and the horses are going to go out. Well, guess what? The punches, sooner or later, they're going to come in.
Well, which way did it go? That is the question everybody wants the answer to. The man with the answer is standing in the ring, and here he is.
Your winner, Sugar Leonard.
Sugar Ray Leonard is your winner by unanimous decision, Teddy.
Well, the question from the beginning was, could he get inside and make it his kind of fight? He did.
Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Thomas and Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds, welterweights going at it between Emanuel Augustus and Vivian Harris. Emanuel Augustus's entrance here, what a ring walk, just brimming with confidence, ready for the task at hand. Vivian Harris is making his way to the ring right now, and you can just see in his eyes what his intentions are tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Emanuel Augustus. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Vivian Harris.
All right, remember one thing. Obey my commands at all times.
36 minutes still ahead of him here, round 1 of 12. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Vivian Harris. Good counter punch.
Come on, side to side.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. A good counter by Augustus.
Would you rather have a fighter who's feared or a fighter who's fearless?
I feel like I'm talking to Sonny from the Bronx Tale, but I think that I would rather have a guy that has fear, because he's going to be smart all the time. He's going to be a guy that's going to be aware of things that you need to be aware of. If he's so-called fearless, he's going to walk into all kinds of things that are not going to allow him to be a fighter.
Emanuel Augustus' defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. And in round number 1, you already get the sense that they have no intentions of this fight going the distance. Good looking counter punch. Emanuel Augustus is swelling, means that this fight could go south for him. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Augustus able to land the counter punch. What impact with that uppercut by Vivian Harris.
Let's see some more.
It's a good counter by Augustus. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Final 10 seconds. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Search yourself. Wait for him to go.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Good block. Emanuel Augustus is able to avoid that punch. Very nice defensive guard there. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
That punch nowhere close.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Come on.
Halfway through round number 2. A headshot blocked. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Nice strike after catching one by Vivian Harris. Gets rid of that effort. Comes to an end, and that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Get the complex on it.
And round number 3 is underway. Able to cover up that gut. Emanuel Augustus has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Good block by Augustus. Blocks away that headshot.
Keep the head moving.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Augustus blocks it away. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Wow, is he defensively sound. Holy cow! Vivian Harris is stunned and he is hurt. Blocks that punch. Blocks that punch.
Use your feet.
Just missed scoring. Oh, that uppercut absolutely rocked him. Boy, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now.
Come on now, guys. Come on. Keep this.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. There it is! Good counter punch by Vivian Harris. Wow! Vivian Harris is in a bad place right now. He was tagged. So the end of the round. And now a chance to put the pieces back together. He got stunned in that last round.
Yeah, well, he has to get those birds out of his head right now. You know, open that cage up and let him fly out there. And the best way to do that is find out why he got stunned. What did he get hit with?
Listen to me. You're not giving me enough punches, okay? Throw more punches. Jab, jab, jab. Whoop, jab, jab, jab. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Head to the body, head to the body, head to the body. Jab, jab. Whoop.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Lead him to the punch.
Blocks that punch.
Jab, jab. Use the jab.
On the mark with the overhand right. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Emanuel Augustus blocks that punch. Able to show you his blocking ability. Blocks that punch. It's a good counter by Augustus. Emanuel Augustus' strategy has been to control things on the outside, and the jab fits perfectly into it.
Yeah, what it's done is it's set up his defense. He's kept his opponent defensive, kept him off balance, off stride, and it's also set up his power shots whenever he's wanted to.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Able to cover up that gut. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Listen, I'm not understanding why you take those shots, you understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches. Don't look for just big punches, folks.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Emanuel Augustus, his vision is being compromised here. That swelling around the eye is worsening as the fight continues.
Well, right now, he has to use every advantage he can. You're right. He's at a disadvantage. So now he has to position himself in the ring, every inch of that ring, where he keeps his opponent in a place where he can't throw punches towards the bad eye, where he positions himself where the good eye is always in a place where it can be used.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Able to cover up that gut. Slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. Nice block. One hook deserves another. Wow. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Nice counter punch by Emanuel Augustus. You get the sense that they know no other way how to fight. They are going at it, back and forth, toe-to-toe, punch for punch. 10 clicks of the talk. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Next round, let's keep busy. We'll take care of the swelling. Just focus on the fight, and we'll take care of the swelling.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. How about that exchange? Emanuel Augustus, his eye is nearly swollen shut here, Teddy. This thing gets much worse. He's not going to be able to defend himself properly.
No, it is up to his opponent in his opponent's corner to throw the punches that can take advantage of that. The right hands.
We could see a stoppage here. Blocks that punch. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Emanuel Augustus.
Come on, side to side.
Good block by Augustus. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Emanuel Augustus. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Halfway through round 6. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Vivian Harris. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. He throws a big, wide punch and he throws a big wide punch and leaves himself wide open.
Well, it's like leaving your window open in your house in the middle of winter. You know, a lot of cold air's gonna come in. Guess what? Some hooks are coming in soon.
There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it because it's nothing. A small cut, nothing to worry about. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this, brother. Get on that. Get on.
6 rounds in the books, 6 to go.
You need to keep the head moving.
This This is just perfect. I mean, just what I want to see when I come to the fight. Sign me up for this kind of a brawl any day of the week.
You know, it's unbelievable. You feel like you've already witnessed an entire war, but you...
There it is! He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. That's just like a little love shove right there. Just a little love shove to give yourself some room. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Good block. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Not able to land the headshot. Every gym's got one of those double-ended bags, right? They give you the movement. You got to hit that moving target, work on your accuracy. He's making it so that his opponent never had to work on one, Teddy. He's just sitting right there, right in front. No head movement whatsoever.
No, not at all. He didn't have one in his gym, that's for sure, because he just does not know how to move his head. The old timers would say he gets insulted if you miss him.
Missed the body shot. Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
Holy cow! Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. It's like a light switch just went on. All of a sudden, he's the aggressor now.
Well, it's like your parents came in the room and they put that switch on. His corner, not his parents, told him, get on this guy.
Move that body. Let's get on that swelling. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. Cut. There's nothing. A small cut, nothing to worry about. Right? He's hurt. I need you to jump on him in this round, all right?
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Able to dismiss that body shot. Emanuel Augustus is just being very hesitant right now offensively. His first thought since being stunned in this fight is protect myself, protect myself. It's like he's turned the off switch on his offense.
Yeah, but you can't do that. The lights go off, it gets all dark there. You have to find a way to still have that light on. You know, find the window of opportunity somewhere. They are out there. Be creative.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Keep working the body.
Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Parries that punch away. Frustrating his opponent with great defense.
Keep working the jab. Lead him to the punch. That's some defense. Up there. Use the jab.
Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Emanuel Augustus is looking for some room, and he found a way to get it.
Watch him take his jab. Throws the jab. Parry away. He'll catch it. Okay? Got that? It's gonna happen. You're gonna catch it. You need to capitalize on his misses. Okay? I want to see that counter. All right. Because we're gonna cut. Now, almost done. You had him that round. We're in control. Next round, let's keep.
The 9th round is here. Emanuel Augustus, his cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Parries that punch intended for the head. Able to cover up that gut. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Had his target in mind, but just missed. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Vivian Harris. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Gets rid of that body shot.
Move your head.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Blocks that belt line well. A headshot blocked. End of the round is upon us. And if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
I'm not going to stand. Can work on that cut? Nothing. The cut's nothing. Don't worry about it. Swelling, nothing. Just focus on the cut.
And now they start round number 10. Good job staying away from the danger there. Emanuel Augustus is making for a very inviting target right now. That cut is much worse than it was just moments ago.
What he has to do is he's got to be elusive right now. He's got to get on his horse a little bit and give those...
Holy cow! He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. He's having a much better round here. Earlier, we saw him being outworked, but right now, he's the one getting to him.
Yeah, well, you know, you go out to a restaurant, you have a half dozen half-shell clams, you might get a tummy ache. Well, he's been eating a lot of left hooks. I don't know if he has a tummy ache, but he figures right about now he wants to get rid of that indigestion. And the best way, start attacking.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. And there he counters back against his opponent. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Emanuel Augustus. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Blocks the headshot. Good counter by Augustus. And now they're trading blows. Not able to land the headshot. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Listen, pick his jab. Pick his jab. When he throws the jab, don't let him breathe. He's hurt. Get him in this round.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Vivian Harris. Augustus blocks it away. And That is not what his opponent really wants. He's backed up against the ropes. Emanuel Augustus is just not able to do what he wants to do right now. He seems like he's just been in a funk since he got tagged earlier.
Well, you heard the saying, you know, having bats in your belfry. Well, he's got some birds twerping a little bit in his head right now, making those tunes, and a fighter doesn't need those.
Blocks away that headshot. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Emanuel Augustus. Augustus blocks it away. One minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh boy, what a round. What a fight. What a great, great non-stop action fight this has been. Able to dismiss that body shot. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Suck it up. There is no. You can do this, okay? Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing. A small cut. Nothing to worry about.
And this is the final round. 12 rounds going at you. And this is the final round. Round number 12 coming at you.
Up and down, side to side.
Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Augustus blocks it away. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Emanuel Augustus's conditioning is not serving him well at all. What does he have to be conscious of here, Teddy? Because I think his gas tank is nearly empty.
Well, what he has to be conscious of now is to control what he can control. There's no gas stations. I don't see any around. Do you, Joe?
No.
So he's not going to get more petrol. He has to slow the pace of the fight down. Make it a slower fight where he can survive.
1 minute to go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. Wow, is he defensively sound. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Emanuel Augustus. Last round of an entertaining fight. Now, for the judges' scores, let's send it up to the ring announcer.
All three judges score the fight under unanimous decision. Your winner, this is Vivian.
Vivian Harris is your winner by unanimous decision tonight.
I'm not so sure it was unanimous. I had it a little bit close. I had a split decision, but had the same man winning.
All three judges in agreement here ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.